All right, we're back. Don't know what happened. OBS is having a lot of issues today. But that long at the open, it got me a few points, but I was stopped out. I took a loss on that trade. Now we just wait for our second trade. It's not looking good for the bulls here. A lot of bulls have stepped in at this level. I did expect a bit of chop today. We did manage to see that big move after taking me out, typical. But this ain't looking good for the bulls right now. Let's see what ES is doing. ES is doing the same thing. This is not looking good. Yes, same thing. Very choppy sessions. Bears are on top, completely absorbing a lot of positive delta. A lot of positive delta is being absorbed. We've got to be very careful here, guys. We've got to be very, very careful. This is some bear market right now. Got to size down. We have to size down. Very choppy now, trapping a lot of shorts here right before everybody thinks, you know, we're going to sweep the lows. What do they do? The typical, they reverse it back higher. Chopping this area, like I said, pre-market that they would do, because we have so much gamma concentration in here. So much gamma concentration. It's not going to be a very clear day today. It's going to be difficult to get any form of direction, in my opinion. Unless we get a nice sweep of any of these levels, there just isn't really any trade to take. QQQ's swinging between these two gamma levels. SPY. If you get a nice sweep here on SPY, we have a nice gamma support level here. You know, it could overshoot and then start consolidating and then push higher. That could be a possible setup, but for now, not seeing anything. Still favoring the bears here. A lot of negative delta, a lot of negative. Oof, this is heavy selling, guys. This is heavy selling. This is not a joke. This is not a joke, guys. Damn. Can we get the sweep? Is ES going to sweep? ES sweeps, comes into here, maybe that will give us possible long setup. No sweeps yet on any of these indexes. So just going to be patient. First trade, long at the open. Again, that was a B setup. It did make the move. Okay, it did make the move back higher. But we were a little bit too early to the trade. We took the L on that one, and we are going to move on. These smaller gamma levels are finding some hedging activity at this level, providing some support right before the market wants to sweep this level. I don't really trust it, but the negative delta is fading a bit. You can see that from the CBD, right? The CBD is actually moving higher on these candles down. So let's see if they're actually really wanting to sweep this. A lot of liquidity stacked on this low. You can see that from the orders. Come on, market, give us that sweep. I'd love it if it happens at the beginning of the new 30-minute candle open. Get a splurge of volume back into range. That would be a nice long setup. VIX going crazy. Anything on the news front? Let's check out the news. I don't see anything after the initial employment report. Okay, NQ just swept. Yes, hasn't. SPY is getting close to its support. Let's build a position.
Order
2
filled.
contracts. Okay, long. Two contracts long here. Right now, SPY comes here. I'll hit 2 more, and then 2 more for the overshoot back into range. It's a small size on here. All right, hit it 2 more now.
Order filled.
And now the overshoot. Alright, we'll hit with 2
Order
more,
filled.
and that's the final position. So let's see if we can now move higher from this key level. Key gamma exposure. AES is taking the low as well. NQ hit another gamma exposure level as well. Stopping out of about 40-50 points on this. Looking for a move back up to VWAP. VWAP. Yeah, SPY's bouncing, trying to bounce. Man, not looking great. A lot of orders just got absorbed. And the bulls keep coming back. They're trying to fight here. This is not looking good. Almost got stopped, but still in it. Still in this position. 6 micros. Let's get some bullishness going here. Let's get some bullishness. Melanie! How are we? How are you doing? Nice to see you in here. Nice to see you, but my fucking trade's underwater. And they just reloaded offer as well. Look at that massive offer. Yeah, I'm out.
Order filled.
This is crazy selling. Damn. Not been a great session today, Melanie. Not been a great session for me so far. Well, let's see. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Next level SPX 6600. I want to see the 6600 level get hit when the new 30-minute candle opens. Yeah, Melanie, send the chart in Smooth Discord. I'll check it out. K-Duck, you're funny, man. Alright, SPX is coming into major support. I'm going to
Order
go
filled.
with 1 micro right now, build a position. Because like I said, the VIX overshoots and undershoots a lot in high VIX environments. And VIX is absolutely insane right now. Man, this is crazy. But 1 undershoot, 1 right on the pivot, and then 1 for the overshoot. Build 4 micro long here. I'm going to hit 4 on this for a bounce. Don't bounce now. I only have 1 micro. Come on, keep selling. Melanie, are you trading the NQ today, or are you trading the Dow? Or are you trading some other instrument? Well, you know, trading and streaming at the same time, certainly a different skill. I'll tell you that much right now. That is a special skill. I can see why Smooth sometimes messes up, because it can fuck around with your head. There's a lot of moving parts. Making sure you've got your stream playing, the audio's alright, then the chat. It's crazy. Oh, really? You have a Telegram group of 50 traders. Wow. You're a celebrity. Always ignore the chat. Yeah. That is correct. Damn. NQ is down 1.5% so far on the day. K-Dog is funny, man. Our SPX is getting closer. Hit it right at the turn of the hour. Yeah. Okay.
Order
Second contract
filled.
long. So I'm in with 2 micros at the moment. And then I'll add 2 more if we overshoot for the full size position. You've got the splurge of volume. A lot of trapped traders here at the lows. A lot of trapped shorts. As soon as that candle opened, we had a lot of trapped shorts. The value area high is way higher. Man, when this reversal comes, it's going to be nice. Long next support is a long way down. Where do you think the next support is, Melanie? On NQ. Where do you think it is? You're trading on MT4, 250 more points. So you don't trade on, you don't use TradingView for your charting? 250 more points down. What level? What level do you have? This level. There's the overshoot. On the S&P. Let's see if we can get some buying back into this market. Okay.
Order
Full
filled.
size position now. Let's see if I can climb out of the hole on this one. I'm slicing through all support like butter at the moment. Yeah, it just wants more and more and more down. It's crazy. A huge overshoot. Huge overshoot on SPX. Can we get any buying? This is crazy. Oof. We have some imbalances. You see these red lines? These are imbalances. There are just no long orders here, just all shorts. Yeah, there's just nothing right now. All selling. Man, this is crazy. You shorted the Dow, Melanie? Alright, getting some buying coming back in. Yeah, man, that's a huge overshoot. Yeah, this needs to get over above this level if we're going to see any form of recovery today. Yeah, we're ripping it. Let's rip it. Let's go. Okay, bids are reloading here. It's looking quite strong for the bulls. Looking decent. Yeah, a lot of deltas stepping in. A lot of deltas stepping in. Look at this. So still long on this position. 5 micros long. Hoping we can get a nice recovery bounce. Remember the 24,410 was my line in the sand for the bull and bear market. Front run the level. Nice bounce, nice bounce. Really strong delta. Some really strong buying coming in. Bitcoin's actually not doing too bad today. It's not selling off like the NQ. Like 50 points so far. Let's take a couple off.
Order filled.
It's a really strong delta. Sorry to hear that, K-Dog. Sorry to hear that, man. It's a really easy blowing prop firm accounts, dude. You know, the drawdown that we get just isn't a lot. So you really have to size down on these accounts if you want to keep them. Now, you want to keep these accounts long term. You gotta really size down when you're trading. You traded at night. The Asia session? Traded the Asia session? NQ struggling here. Or snagging. But we're above the key level on SPX. I do want to see a bounce at least from here to here. Bigger bounce would be all the way back up to that gamma level here. I do think we can get this big bounce though. I do think we can get this big bounce. Let's see. I took some contracts off and I'm leaving 3 runners to see if we can get a bigger move to the upside. Asia, yeah. Yeah, I know, dude. Asia's usually decent for longs, right? Oh man, that's a nasty candle. That is a nasty candle, man. That's not a good candle. It's not a good looking candle. Huge rejection. Come on, Bull, step in there. Man. Slicing through like butter. This is slicing through like butter, guys. Yeah, I'm out.
Order filled.
I'm out of this. Could hold though. This level could hold. That looks like a liquidation candle. Okay, I'm gonna jump
Order
back
filled.
in with 3. Because I could see SPX kind of forming a bottom around this gamma level. So we could start consolidating here. $6,600 is a big level on SPX. Let's reverse. A strong bulls coming in. CVD isn't looking too negative. You can see it's flat line. Usually sign of a bottom. We're up 40 some points on here. All right. Still expecting a bigger move on SPX. I like this. It's just overshooting because of the volatility. Market makers are hedging this level, but the market's overshooting because of the volatility. Like I said before, that's why you got to be very careful with size. But I still expect SPX at least to get a move here, then maybe back down, and then the larger move higher. Delta, you can see, look, it's moving higher. You can see this on the CVD. Even the price is trying to come lower, but the CVD is favoring bulls right now. So let's see if they can push this higher. You waiting for more sales, Melanie? Yeah, I don't blame you, to be honest. I don't blame you. If the market gives me two closes under 24,410 on NQ, I'm going to also be looking for shorts. Now you're not messing up the chart. You guys are keeping me alive, keeping me entertained and alive. Probably should have taken some off when I was up on this 50 points. Tape is really, really, really fast. Fast tape is not a good sign. Usually means a lot of selling pressure in the market. Your future bed? Yeah, it's a sofa bed. So that's your bed. I don't like anybody sleeping on my bed. Can't get too naughty on the stream though, because you know everything's recorded and we're online. Hey Tiki, how's it going, man? How are you today?
Order filled.
It's not a good one. I still think the SPX is forming a bottom here. I really think it's forming a bottom. I'll jump back into this trade.
Order filled.
CVD is actually not looking that bad. The CVD is actually not looking too bad. It's more favoring the bulls, I would say. CVD is more favoring the bulls here. That's why I think SPX is trying to form a bottom around this hedge 6600 hedge pressure level. But yeah, CVD's is creeping higher, even though we're moving down. It shows more bulls are in control. The tape is slightly in favor of the bulls at this low. 50 points is pretty nice so far. Yeah, SPX, let's have a look. Yeah, again, that's what I was thinking, man. Chop around here and then move higher. It's chopping around this gamma exposure level just because the volatility is so high. But I still expect SPX to reach at least this level right here, 66.25. £100. Yeah, this is beautiful. This is beautiful, guys. Look at this. There's some monsters under my bed, Melanie. That's what's happening in the apartment. Those little monsters under the bed. It's my 6 children. You know how Asians love to have a lot of kids, right? About 6 kids in the house. And they make a lot of noise. Come on, bulls. Come on, bulls. Come on, bulls. All right, man, I'm going to take that
Order
off.
filled.
I don't want to give back the profits. I still think we're going to go higher though. Like I said, I still expect SPX to reach this level. 66.25. I know, I love to make them, yeah. Exactly. You know me by now, Melanie. You know me by now. This is a ripper now. Some orders at this level, but not great. I expect the market to continue higher. Yep. SPX moving off that level. Man, that would have been a Had I not got stopped on the first one, that would have been such a good trade. I just hate when the VIX is so high. That's why you've got to be careful. This VIX is starting to roll over a little bit. Yeah, I'm glad I took profits there. Will I take another long is the question. Will I take another long? I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. I am not too sure. Because all this positive delta, they might squeeze them out before reversing. So, yeah, that's kind of my thinking here. It's a lot of longing. It's a lot of longing. K-Dog is hilarious, man. Melanie is a vibe, I'm telling you. For an online friend, Melanie is a vibe. I can say anything to her and she just, takes it. It's like, when you go out and talk to your boys, you can kind of say whatever you want to them, right? You know your real boy is when you can say whatever you want to him and they just laugh it off. That's how I kind of feel with Melanie. I can just get away with saying anything. It's a pretty good feeling, to be honest. That's what you kind of want. You don't want to be on eggshells around people, right? You want to be able to say what you want to say. And for them to just laugh it off. Because most of the times it's just a joke, right? Just trying to have a laugh. But online it can come off in the wrong way, I get that. Melanie is my boy. She's definitely my boy. Is the market pointing in the bottom? Wow, Bitcoin's ripping, dude. I took a long on Bitcoin, by the way, guys. I took a long on Bitcoin. At 91 yesterday. This thing is ripping. Hell yeah. Right from the value area low. This could be the reversal for all indexes, guys, today. Altcoins are doing alright today after getting absolutely slaughtered. NQ back into value area. Back above value area low. NQ front run my 24,410 level. It's just saying, nah, I don't want to be bearish. I don't want to be bearish. So I'm going to front run you. So you can carry on longing me. So Khan is still a bull above 24,410. Guys, I'm going to take a little coffee break. Just a sec, all right? I'll be back in a few moments. All right, guys, I'm back. How are we looking? I'll take this into a 5-minute chart, drop it to a 5-minute chart because the volatility is so high. A lot of positive delta. A lot of positive delta. Could get squeezed. I've got a feeling they're going to sweep these lows, take all these just positive delta out. I'm going to squeeze them out and then reverse. Yeah, this thing's probably going to go a lot lower, man. Let's take a look at I think women are better at controlling emotions, Melanie, right? Definitely think they're better with emotional control. And a lot of trading is emotional control. If you control your emotions and you can avoid tilt, you can make a fire in this game, even if your strategy is average. Where do I have accounts and props? My funded futures. That's my favorite firm. Never had an issue with the payout. Extremely fast. Probably the least amount of rules. No consistency on funded. Core account is probably the best in the industry right now. It has 3,000 payout cap now. They increased it from 1,000. It's now 3,000. So decent payout amounts. Really, really good my funded futures. I hate consistency rules, and they don't have any consistency rules on the funded stage. Okay, let's see SPX here. Shorts are, yes, that's exhaustion here. It's not very, very aggressive selling. All the liquidity is still under the low though. So yeah, I think they're going to take out all these orders. I think they're going to take all this delta out. Sweep the lows, go lower. Let's see where they're trying to take this market. Let's move all this stuff. Let's put in our standard deviation bands. These bands are based off volatility. Sometimes they can act as good guides to where they want to take the market. 2 standard deviations, 3 standard deviations from open. So next level 350s, after that 160 them. Which one? The 50k account. I think they're the best value for money. It costs 74 or 75, something like that for an account, or like $76 all in. Eval stage is 2 days to pass, 50% consistency on the eval, which is all right. Yeah, they're worth it, man. My funded futures is worth it. I really like that firm. They literally approve your payout within 5 minutes, which is crazy. All right, let's take a look. Yeah, so we're under this value area low. This range, let's see the bigger range. Way down there. Way down there. Wow, that would be a steep fall, but you can see all this low volume area here. This is called an LVN. Usually you see market participants, the auction's getting exhausted and you get a snapback. So you generally see some exhaustion in this area. Sellers are exhausted, they no longer want to take price any further lower than this level, and then buyers step in. They say the prices are too cheap, we're going to move higher. The prop firm is my funded futures. So that's what I'm looking for right now. Maybe a sweep of this 24,410. My bear levels, I didn't think I'm going to see this, but then we're here nonetheless. This low's kind of holding right now, so I'll see. Bulls are definitely trying to form a low here. For all that bullish, the bullish delta, the aggressive delta is getting absorbed. They're suppressing price. A lot of limit shorts are suppressing price. Not really getting rewarded. That's the correct terminology. The aggressive longs are not really getting the reward that they should be getting. So when they started shorting, look at the delta on the, let me show you this. Look at the delta, right, on the shorts from the 7.3, all this here. So it's decent size, negative delta, it wasn't crazy, and they got rewarded big. Then we got some massive positive delta, and the bulls haven't been rewarded yet. They're getting absorbed. Looks like a trap, if I've seen one. Apex, yeah, I'm a little bit mixed with them. I've traded with them a few times. I've busted accounts with them. Never had a payout request, but I've heard from other traders that it's a bit of a nightmare. The rules are a bit of a nightmare. They could get a little bit funny when it comes to payouts. So just be wary of Apex. I do like obviously the uncapped nature. You can get massive payouts. Also funded next, I'm hearing some iffy things about them as well. KYC and people having problems with payouts. Now, any firm that does uncapped payouts, you gotta approach it with a pinch of salt, because those are the type of firms that run into liquidity issues. Because a few good traders, they take some big monster payouts, and next thing you know, the prop firm's suffering liquidity issues. And you build a big account, you think, yeah, I'm building a massive account. It comes down to payout, you can't get it. And that's quite a painful lesson. No rules, then you need your own account if you don't want any rules. I think that's what I'm going to be doing next year. I was trading my own live account alongside prop accounts. It's probably what I'll do next year. Yeah, trading DD, I don't really like that. I hate trailing drawdown. I don't like consistency rules because, I could get a massive 3 or 4 to 1 trade. And with trading, it's a dangerous thing to do. You got to be in and out. Base hits. And I like to take some big wins when the market allows it. Because those are the kind of days that give you a massive advantage in the market. Peter Brandt said, he said 95% of his profits come from 5% of days. So the 5% of days make up 95% of his profits. Think about that. All right? Yeah, the least amount of rules possible is the better, man. Too many rules. The trading's hard enough. It's hard enough just to get the risk to reward right. It's hard enough to win the trade in the first place, and then you throw in 10 different rules on top of that. It makes it almost impossible. So the idea should be use props, build your own live account. That's the idea. If you want to become a long-term player in this game, that's the aim. You want to have your own personal account. That Rips guy he has discount codes that you can use that he gets, but he trades his own account, and he's making crazy figures live as well. All right, so yeah, I'm kind of wanting a sweep of this level. Rips, I'm not 100% sure what his YouTube channel is called. I don't know. I've seen his videos a couple of times, but I don't think he trades the New York session. I think he trades pre-market I think he trades London session. I'm not sure. And this looks like it wants to take the lows. A lot of positive delta here, just getting absorbed. Once it gets under this low, they'll start closing out, release the pressure valve and reverse back higher. That's my kind of thinking here. A lot of orders resting here as well. These traders want to get in. A lot of resting liquidity under this low. Yep, that's correct, Melanie. You trade with 2K. That's your account size. It's not 50K. You're trading with $2,000. Essentially, that's exactly what it is. How low do we go? Nobody knows, K-Dog. Nobody knows. Nobody can answer how low we go. We have to assess it when we get down to lower levels to see if the market is exhausted. Like I said, if we come under that low into the LVN, right, show you. Right? Let's put a box here. This right here is an LVN, low volume node. There's not much volume here, there's not much interest. So the market's either gonna really slam through this and go to value area low, or market participants are gonna be like, nope, prices are low enough, let's auction it higher. So that's the idea LVN. They're going to say, okay, no, there's going to be heavy volume. They're just going to slice straight through it. Or you're going to see exhaustion here. And a mean reversion, a deviation back to the upside. So that's what we're waiting for right here. And there's liquidity at 24,410 under that low. You can see it all here in the order book. We're about to sweep it now. ATR is stupidly high right now. So if you are going to take a trade, I would probably size down 60% of your normal size. Meaning if your normal size is 5 micros, today is the day you want to be trading with 2. That's if you want to keep your accounts. If you want to blow your accounts, then go ahead. Go with normal size. SPX still holding. Still trying to form a low. Almost got to my level that I said here. Front run it, going down. Market is trying to bottom though. It is trying to bottom. Hardly any negative delta. It's all positive delta. All positive delta. Are they going to let them off the hook? NQ don't like it to let anybody off the hook. Tomorrow I am going to see how we can get some music into the stream. So we can dance to some music when we're in a trade. Keep it nice and light and chilled in here. You know, we need some music. Definitely need some music. So I'm gonna see how we can add some music tomorrow. Why the hell was OBS doing what it did today to my live streams? Another thing I've noticed, my computer fan is running